Hi guys, boy do I have something to tell. Oh! Fuck. So I have something to tell you that was so fucking crazy last night. So, alright. I traveled last night for the first time, like real travel. Since I figured out that my house is the cabin, right? And once again, my house is the cabin. So let me start at the beginning. I was so tired. You got to understand, I was so tired. I had stayed up all night watching the returns of the elections until really, really super late, okay? So that was part, I think, of the reason why it was so easy for me to travel. I would not have picked last night to travel simply because I was like super tired. But I have a choice. This happened. It was almost like somebody was calling me, okay? And you know who that someone was. So anyway, I went to bed probably about 11:30. Like, I rarely like turn off all the lights. I usually use some sort of meditation, and I do a lot of like little ritual-y things before I go to bed. But I was so fucking exhausted. Like, I can't tell you. I've been sick, which part of this being sick was like exhaustion. Like, it just comes on like you're exhausted. And then the time change and so many things. But I'm not complaining. I don't like complaining. It is what it is. But that just lent itself to what happened. So anyway, so nice. So anyway, so I put on this other Bob Proctor meditation. It wasn't the usual one I do with HEMI-SYNC, but it had a HEMI-SYNC in it. Like, I could hear it in the background. And that's all I did to prepare for sleep, you know, like just did that. Well, HEMI-SYNC, what that does, I don't know if you know about it, but what that does, it's hemispherically syncing your brain. So your right and left side of your brain like work kind of independent of each other. Do you know what I mean? Like, one side is not completely aware of what the other side's doing. That's how come, like, if you've got seizures and it's on one side of your brain, they can like wipe out the other side of your brain and you're fine. Like, your seizures are gone. It's like separate. Well, when you use HEMI-SYNC, what it does is this radio wave takes both sides of your brain to like focus it in on one thing. So that is a very great tool for traveling. So last night, and Bob Proctor does a really good one that I love. It gets you out of body like really well. But that wasn't the one I used last night. It was this other one. But I think because of his voice and like how much I use his one, the one, I can't think of what it's called right now. I'll link it below. But that one, I use that one to get out of body a lot because it's so good at it, that when I heard his voice on this other one that wasn't about getting out of body, it was about being grateful, because November's gratuity month. You know, we're supposed to be grateful in November, which I haven't even done a video about it because I was sick. I should have. But anyway, yeah, this is, you know, Grateful November. So I used one of those, like about being grateful and how abundance comes to you, right? And it was a guided meditation. And I just threw it on, no thinking of like leaving or anything. And it was pretty quick, like less than 5 minutes, and I was out of body. So I guess I'm like a Pavlov dog. When I hear Bob Proctor, I pop out of body. Anyway, so the first thing that happens is I get up out of my bed and I'm looking around. It takes me a minute to know whether or not I'm out of body when it happens really fast. There's not that like transition to it. I feel no vibration. I just feel like I opened my eyes and stood up at my bed. But the reason why I'm standing up is somebody's knocking at the door. So I get up and I walk down my hallway, and as I hit my living room, the cabin is starting to like, my living room's starting to morph. And I still don't say to myself, oh, I'm out of body. I'm still just focused on the fact that somebody's knocking at my door. Before I get to my door, and there's so much light behind my door. Okay, so like it was all backlit. Do you know what I mean? It was like the sun was shining so brightly behind him. But before I could actually reach the door remember, the cabin doesn't have a door. The door kind of like melted away, and Jeff is standing there in the silhouette of the sunlight behind him, okay? And he's like, "Can I come in?" And like, he does not talk a lot. Like, when I see him, it's all very physical and stuff. So I'm like, "Hi, honey." And he's like, "Hi, baby." He reaches out, grabs my arm. That's another thing. Usually it's me running to him. Reaches out, grabs my arm, and like pulls me in and kisses me. And I literally could feel, okay, so this is what I felt. This is so bizarre. So as he like leans in and kisses me, right? And the sun is like coming in from all sides. And as that sun was coming in from, or that light, I don't want to say sun, the light was coming in from all sides. As I'm like leaning up kissing him, as it's coming in from all sides, it feels like I'm melting into him. It feels like this warmth hit me, and it just felt like we were like slowly starting to melt into one another. So I got a little weird, and I backed up. I went like this. Not that I wouldn't like, sorry, it's the cold. Not that I wouldn't like to melt into him, because I really would. But because I didn't know what was happening. I was like, what the fuck is this? So he just like I just like backed up a little, and he walked in the cabin. Now it's all the cabin. So I know, I say to myself, oh, now it's registered. I'm traveling. I know I'm traveling. So I'm like, okay. So I said, "How are you, baby?" Like, he's just standing there. I said, "How are you, baby?" And he's like, I'm good. How are you, babe?" And I'm like, "I'm okay." And, what did I say? Wait. Oh, so I said, I'm good. And he goes, "Okay, that's good to hear." And I said, "What's it like where you are?" And he went like this. He's like standing there. He's got his hands down like this. He's standing there. He goes, and I said, "No, really, like, what's it like? Are you okay? Do you like it?" Whoa. I said, "Are you okay?" Like, I don't think I said, "Do you like it?" I think I thought that. Like, "Do you like it? Are you happy?" So he smiles back up at me and says, "You're going to come with me one day. Don't worry about it." And I said, "You can't tell me anything about it?" And he's like, "You're already here." And I was like, ah. So anyway, I walk over to him, and I like put my arms. I felt him like I'm feeling myself. I felt he had on a blue, like, like a dress shirt, and it was new too, and he didn't really, like, you know, we only dress like that if we were like going out or something. Normally we're flannels and stuff, but he was in this blue dress shirt. His hair, he was like done almost like this was a special visit. So when I wrapped my arms around him, I could like feel his body underneath the shirt. You know what I mean? I could like totally feel him. So I was like, I sat there and just like kept feeling him. Like, I kept rubbing my hands against his back and stuff. And then I like leaned back to kiss him, and I noticed that he was like fading, I guess is the word. Like, he was just like kind of receding into like the background of the cabin. So I was like, no. And he says, "Honey, I'll be right back." And then he just like vanished. And I was like, no. And that me going, no, brought me out of body. I was so disappointed. I wanted to stay. He didn't come back either. I'm so, why don't I control these things? God damn it. He said, I'll be right back. And then I fucking popped out of body. And then I was too fucking insane because I was so happy and I wanted to go back. But when you're excited, like you have to get in this realm. And I just knew. I was like, I'm not going to be able to get there. Fuck. But, oh my God. You want to talk like real, and I bet you I hugged him for like a couple minutes. I thought we were going to start dancing. That was the other thing. Like when we were hugging, he started to sway a little. And I was like, my mind said, is he going to dance with me? But I didn't. Okay, you might think this is strange too. I thought of nothing. Like while I was holding him, I wasn't thinking like, can I go somewhere with him? I wasn't thinking like anything other than the moment. I don't think I've ever lived in the moment as much as I did right there. Like at all. Like at all. But when I came back out of it, even though I was disappointed that I came back out of it, I was so grateful. You want to talk about grateful? Holy fuck. I rolled over on my side. I was rubbing my own arm because he had touched me and I just wanted it. I wanted it to last so bad. And I was like rubbing my own arm. I was laying on my side. I was rubbing my own arm. And I didn't know if he was there or not. So I just was like, oh, thank you so much for my visit. Thank you so much. But what I did notice is it wasn't hard for him this time. Sometimes when I see him, either I have to go there. That's the thing. Rarely does he come to me. So this whole thing was like off kilter because I didn't even know he could do this stuff. Do you know what I mean? So for me, it was like shocking every step of the way. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, oh my God, it was so wonderful. It was so, that kiss, I could feel us just kind of melting. And I thought for a second in the melting, I thought, is he coming to take me? Is this what happens? Like I kiss him but then I was like, is he? Like, it just like the whole thing seems so different from what we've had before. But fabulous. I got to kiss him like I kissed him. Oh, girls, guys. What a great night. So yeah, I think I just fucked up my makeup. I was so grateful. I was so grateful. Like just to be able to be that close to him, to feel him. That hug was, I wish I could tell you, I could literally feel like the fact that he was a little hot and like it just felt so perfect. It was, I have no words for last night. So grateful. Hell yeah. This is Grateful November. I don't know what do they have a name for it? I don't know. But in November, you know, you have Thanksgiving. You're supposed to tell everybody you love them. Be grateful for the people in your life, for the things you have. You know, my kids ask me, what do you want for Christmas? I don't know. Nothing. I don't really need anything. I've got everything I want. They're happy and healthy. And I love my children like my fucking heart. And then Jeff still, to this day, comes and gives me a kiss. Like, I can't ask for anything else. Like, I don't care about money and cars, and that's not it. What's it is that last night was it, man. It was the ish. I'm telling you. I was like so happy. I didn't fall asleep saying to myself, oh my God, I miss him, because I do that sometimes. I mean, I do get sad. I fell asleep like, oh my God, this beautiful 10 minutes were mine, you know? Oh my God. Really, really good night. So anyway, thought I'd share. When I share, do you know, sometimes like when you share, you relive it and it feels so good. You're like reliving that whole thing again. It's just like so amazing. So if Jeff, if you're in the room, Thank you so much, sweetheart. I am so grateful that you came. You came to me last night. You came looking for me. And you gave me a kiss, and I felt you. I felt you in my arms. Thank you so much. I am so grateful. I am so blessed by this visit. I can't tell you, couldn't have come at a better time. And I will be smiling for a really long time now. All right, guys, I gotta go to work. I love you. Bye. You know the drill. Share, like, subscribe, whatever. I love you. And send me letters. I want to be pen pals. Please, I would love to sit down at night and, like, right before bed, like, write somebody a letter. Please, please be my pen pal. This sounds really disturbingly... Okay, I'm not that thirsty. Maybe a little thirsty, but not that thirsty. Just write me. I would love to hear your thoughts and stuff, so I don't know. Write me. Bye.